truck, first thing I want to look at is my oil pressure gauge. Make sure it's reading something. It has to register something or you have to shut the truck off immediately. Once I've done that, I'm going to back up. I'm going to go over my left shoulder. Seat belt properly mounted to the truck. The belt itself is not cut or torn. Make sure that the belt locks and unlocks properly. Check my mirrors. When I was doing my walk around, I should have already checked to make sure they were mounted and not broken and so on. Right now I want to check to make sure they're mounted, they're adjusted properly. If I need help with that mirror over there, I can ask the tester to help me. I want to check my air horn, my city horn, make sure both of them work. I'll go back, I'll go to my windshield, make sure it's not cracked or broken. The seal is intact, it's not leaking. And it has both windshields mounted securely. No illegal stickers on the windshield. Go back to my gauges. Oil pressure is building up to normal operating range. Water temperature is at normal operating range. Tap the accelerator. Tachometer is working. Speedometer, I can't check it until I start to drive. Fuel gauge, I want to make sure it registers the same thing that I saw when I looked at my tanks. And I want to make sure my air pressure gauges, primary and secondary, are both moving up to normal operating range, which is between 100 and 125 psi. I want to check left turn signal, right turn signal. I want to check my four-way flashers. I want to check my headlights, make sure I got high and low beam headlights working.
Yeah, I missed out.
Check my heater and defroster. Make sure that both of them work and that I do have airflow up top on the panel and down below. I want to check my emergency equipment. I have to have a fire extinguisher that's properly mounted, properly charged, and properly rated. I got to have 3 red reflective triangles, and if my truck is equipped with fuses, I have to have spare fuses. Now I'm going to do my air brake test. Truck off. Turn the key back to the on position. Release both my parking brakes. Push them in. Put my foot on the service brake and hold it. And check to make sure that I don't lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute in a combination vehicle. At the end of 1 minute, I'll tell the tester how many psi I think I actually lost. Now I have to fan my brakes, which is on and off the brakes. I'm going to be looking for 2 things. First thing is, when does my low air warning come on? And it should come on sometime before the pressure gets down to 60. After the low air warning comes on, then I want to find out when are my parking brakes going to pop out, and that should happen between 20 to 45 psi. Go ahead and you fan your brakes, on and off your brakes. Tell the tester what psi you think your low air warning came on, and then when the buttons pop out, you'll tell the tester what psi your buttons actually popped out, tractor and trailer. Okay? At this point, I need to restart the vehicle, clutch in, foot over the brake, stick is in neutral, start it up. I'm going to build my air pressure up. When it gets to 85 psi, I'll time it, see how long it takes to go from 85 to 100. It should do it in 45 seconds or less. After it builds up to 100 psi, I'll turn the truck off, take the key with me, go move my chocks. Get back in the truck, do another safe start. Now it's time to test my parking brakes and my service brake. If I want to test the parking brake, I want it on. I want my trailer brake off. Put it in low gear. Ease off the clutch to make sure the vehicle won't move. Won't move. To test my trailer parking brake, I want it on. I want my tractor brake off. Again, off the clutch real easy. Make sure the vehicle won't move. It won't. And the last thing I got to do is test my service brake. Pull up to 5 miles an hour. Well, the brakes haven't released. Pull up to 5 miles an hour. Apply the brake pedal. You want to make sure the vehicle doesn't pull to the left or to the right and it stops smoothly.